everyone, welcome to another Simon Says Stamp video. Today I'm going to be showing you how to use the Rolly Rosies paper and also the tool from Imaginettes. This is a really easy way to make some paper flowers. You can kind of see what they look like up here at the top. And I'm using one of the neutral packs, and I'm going to show you how I create the flower. So I'm going to start out by punching out this little one. They're basically die cut shapes, and you just have to punch out the flower. They come out pretty easily. Okay, the thing to remember with these is that the little circle in the center, that's going to be on the very bottom of the flower. So you're going to start from the really tiny end. On this tool you have an end that has a little tiny slit in it, a little tiny notch, and then there's a ball on the other end. This little notch is where you're going to start, and you're going to slide it in the paper and bring it about to the end, and then you're going to start rolling. Now I want the polka dot pattern to be on the inside of the flower. That's what's going to show the most. So I'm going to be rolling in. If I wanted to have this other side show with the white with the dark dots, I would roll from this direction and go the other way, but I'm going to start from the darker side. Okay, just get that started. You want right at the end, and then just start rolling. In fact, turning it over for this other side and letting it roll a little better. And it's going to be pretty tight as you roll it, but we will loosen it up before we finish the flower. So I'm just continuing to roll that. Okay, and when I get to kind of near the end, I'm just going to slide out the tool, and this little thing is what's going to go over the end. So I'm just going to hold it like this for a minute and then let it loosen, because I want it to show a little bit more. Alright, and eventually I'll glue that bottom area down. In fact, I think I'll do that right now. I'm going to be using glossy accents. That's just because it's a really strong glue and it'll adhere to those little tips of the inside. So I'm just going to put a bunch of glossy accents right there at the bottom. And then I will just place that right over, and I'm going to hold down the center area while that dries, because I want to make sure that the center of the flower really adheres down to that bottom area. Now I'm going to use this other end, this tip, and I'm going to use that to kind of roll out the petals of the flower. The other thing I like with the glossy accents is if you have some little areas that aren't quite adhering down completely, you can put the tip inside and get that adhered just right. Okay, so there's the little flower. I'm going to let that dry off to the side, and I'm going to take another one of the flowers and I'm going to first ink it, and then I'm going to add it to this flower. So I'm going to take this larger one. I'm going to put the little one inside I'm going to put the little one inside this big one. So I'm going to go ahead and punch this out, putting down some scratch paper, and I'm going to use one of the Tim Holtz Distress inks from the winter seasonal, and I'm going to use Evergreen Bough. And I'm just going to actually, yeah, I'll just go ahead and press it on there. Okay, because the distress inks take a little bit of time to dry, I'm going to let that sit, and then I'll start to roll it. Okay, so it's dried, and I'm going to start rolling it now. Let me get that out of the way. I'm going to start rolling this now. I'm putting that little notched end in, and I'm not rolling this one quite as tight because I do have to have room for that other flower to go inside. So I'm just going to roll this loosely. Okay, because I'm going to be putting this one inside of that one, I'm actually going to trim off the innermost area. I'll just trim it just like that because I'm not going to need all of it. So it'll be a little bit too dense to put that other flower inside. Alright, and then I can just wrap this around on the inside there, and that'll give me enough space to nestle that one inside as well. Alright, and there you go. You have your paper flower. It has a nice flat area for you to glue it to a card or a project. I think that these would be really okay. So I rolled one more flower, and then I put a button in the center with some with a little string tied through it. And I'm taking stickles in Stardust, and I'm going to put little bits of glitter on the edges, like on the tips of the flowers. I think it's going to look really pretty. In fact, if you want, you can kind of smudge it with the edge of the Stickles bottle. Alright, so just add a little bit of shine and glitter to that one flower. I'll let that dry. I think this would be really pretty if you did like a third flower and you could put them in the corner of the picture frame or something like that. I think it'd be a really fun idea. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will catch you guys next time for another Simon Says STEM video. Thanks for watching.